Now I can stop pretending, guys. This is disgusting. Absolutely horrible. So here we are. I bought all the things necessary to make fresh Italian pesto. So I hope this fresh Italian pesto is going to be better than the store-bought version because these ingredients are not cheap. You have to spend a lot to make fresh Italian classic pesto. I got the recipe from doc.ai. If you guys don't know DuckDuckGo, it's a search engine and you can use AI for free and private. So 50 grams of pine tree nuts, which is exactly what I have in this little bag. My viewers told me that because we are from China, they can cause pine tree nut syndrome, which makes you lose your sense of taste and smell. And it can go on for several weeks, so I hope that doesn't happen. Fresh basil leaves, so we're gonna de-leaf this basil. Garlic, 9 grams, or about 2 cloves. Extra virgin olive oil. I even have it organic, so. Parmigiano Reggiano grated, 73 grams. I'm gonna have to do this by hand, oh no. Pecorino, like I said, I couldn't find pecorino, but we're gonna replace it with Grana Padano. If you want more sharpness without pecorino, add a small squeeze of lemon or 5 to 10 extra Grana Padano. Linguine, I asked the duck to make the recipe with linguine because it's the pasta that I had. And then it says reserve pasta cooking water 275 milliliters. Preparation steps. Toast pine nuts briefly in a dry skillet over low heat until just golden. Okay, I think this is good. It said over low heat. I'm gonna try one, see if I get the pine tree nut syndrome. No, I don't think so, guys. So it said until golden brown. It's gonna take some time. Oh, it's working, guys. It's working. I think one just cracked. I guess as long as they don't burn, it should be okay. Okay, I think this is okay now, guys, no? I mean, some of them are not as roasted, but this is kind of golden brown. So I'm gonna let those cool down, all right? Okay, next step is to add garlic and salt to the food processor. 2 cloves are actually 10 grams, so minus the skin and you know the little part that you have to cut. It is going to be exactly 9 grams, so I was not expecting it to be so precise. The doc said to add 4 grams of salt, so I'm gonna weigh it and add only 4 grams of salt. I think it's going to take quite some time, guys. Salt doesn't weigh a lot. Dude, that's a lot of salt, what the hell? And it's 0? Are you kidding me? Does this even work, guys? All right, there we go, that's 4 grams. And now the next step is to de-leaf the basil. 110 grams of basil leaves. I'm not sure if this is gonna be 110 grams, but I hope, guys, I hope. All right, time to de-leaf this beautiful pesto plant. The pesto plant? Hold on, take 3, guys, take 3. All right, time to de-leaf this beautiful basil plant. Oh, that's gonna be so sad. I want to use scissors, guys, and like cut one by one, but is that gonna take too long? I'm gonna use scissors. I don't care if you disagree. What do you think? Should I be doing this by hand? Is it easier? Is it faster? I think it's better with the scissors. It's more precise. You don't hurt the plant as much because ideally, I would like to regrow this pesto plant. Do you really think the plant will survive if you cut off all the leaves? I'm gonna leave the small ones at the top. What do you mean? Or what? Do you think I'm 0 IQ? Do you think I don't know what I'm doing? Dude. Alright, guys, we're almost done, okay? This is the most tedious part. I'm gonna hurry up, okay? This looks like a lot of basil leaves, so I don't know if this is 100 grams already. Alright, let's see. Let's put it at 0, reset it. And let's see how much pesto leaves we have. 20 grams? 25 grams? That is all we have gotten. My pesto plant is almost over, guys. I don't think this is gonna be 110 grams. What do I do, guys? What do I do? I bought this. It was called XXL pesto plant. Use the stems. Yeah, I should have listened to you. You know what? The chat is right. I should have listened to them. I should have just cut the whole plants, right? And maybe leave a little bit of space so that they still grow a little bit. But I'm gonna have to use the stems here because 25 grams, 24, it reduced, guys, it's reducing. The humidity is evaporating. Okay, so I finished de-leafing and de-stemming in this case, the basil plant. So now that we're also using the stems, let's go and check how much this basil weighs. Exactly 69 grams, that's crazy. Well, this is not gonna be 110 grams, so what do I do, guys? Well, we're gonna have to work with this, guys. I'm gonna ask the duck, yo, ducky. So I thought I had enough basil, fresh basil, but I only have 69 grams of fresh basil. Okay, it's been adjusted, guys. It's been adjusted. Okay, 6 grams of garlic. Let's see, 7. Yeah, that's good. So I'll just remove these. And then the salt, 3 grams. Oh man. Okay, so I removed 1 gram of salt as per the instructions of the duck. So now we can put in the fresh garlic, the fresh basil leaves into the food processor. Okay, so it is time to process the basil, the garlic, and the salt until a green paste forms. That's what, all right, let's do this, guys. Let's do this. This is what the basil looks like right now. It doesn't look very well incorporated, but it could also be my food processor that is at fault here, because I got this for like 20 euros at Lidl, so it's probably not the best one. Is it doing its job? Well, its job is to process food, so one could argue it is doing its job. They just didn't say how well it does it. Hey, that's working. Remove it from the sides of the food processor so we can get a good mix. Hey, that looks so much better, but still not great. I see a lot of old ingredients at the bottom, so we'll see, guys, we'll see. It is time to incorporate the Parmigiano Reggiano and the Grana Padano. Making fresh pesto, Chad, is an art form. You have to be patient, respect the spirit of all the Italian grannies that put their heart and soul into this delicious recipe. Parmigiano Reggiano, 46 grams. Okay. I don't think I've ever bought a full piece of Parmigiano Reggiano, guys. I'm gonna take a little bite though. Oh lordy. If heaven exists, it's definitely called Parmigiano Reggiano. Alright, so that's 30 grams. 50. Should we just make it 50, guys? Why not? I mean, you can never go wrong with Parmigiano, right? So using 50 is fine. Okay, so the Grana Padano is grated now. This is what 50 grams of freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano looks like. Look at that, so nice, so powdery. So this one says it has been aged for 24 months. I was about to get one that was aged for 48 months. It was a little bit more expensive, so you know, I didn't want to make this first time making pesto adventure into a first time making a very expensive pesto adventure that I'm probably gonna mess up anyway. So I just went for the safe bet. All right, now it's time for the Grana Padano. So this one, I did buy a nice brand because I found this on sale. And this one has been aged for 16 months. Now we're using this as a replacement for the pecorino cheese because I went to several supermarkets yesterday and today and I just couldn't find pecorino anywhere. And the doc suggested that we add a little bit more salt or extra grams of Grana Padano to replace or, you know, make the flavor comparable to pecorino. So let's see. Oh, look at this. Okay, so this is a good brand Grana Padano cheese. Oh, that's good. That's good. Not as intense as the Parmigiano Reggiano, but definitely a good cheese. This is toxic pesto, guys. We have to abort everything. I can't eat this. I didn't wash it, guys. I didn't wash the basil. How could no one remind me? No one thought about food safety. Who cares? It builds immunity. So I'm gonna be eating the bugs. Fresh bugs, more protein. Anyway, I think this should be about 30 grams. Let's see if I'm right. Hey, 33 grams. Yeah, I'll go for that. It's fine. You know, I'll just slice off a little piece and just eat it myself. That's good. All right, so it's now time to incorporate cheese into the mix. Hopefully that makes our pesto look a little bit better, right? Okay, so I have incorporated the cheese into the basil, garlic, salt mix and pine tree nuts. I think this looks like the right consistency. It is now time to add the oil. That's about 110 mils. So it said slowly incorporate, but I think I messed up. Just follow the doc's order. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Now that we have added the oil, we're gonna see if the texture changes for good. Actually, it doesn't look great because it looks like green vomit. I'm not gonna lie. I think I got the wrong recipe, Chad. I'm not sure it's supposed to look like this, guys. Maybe we still need to mix it in a little bit more, but I have my doubts, Chad. I have my doubts. I'm gonna mix it a little bit more. We have the parts at the bottom that we're not mixing in. And that's it, guys. That's it. We have finished mixing it in. Look at this. It has a nice crumbly texture, so it's not super processed. What do you think? Is this what pesto should look like? Let me know in the comments, because this is the first time that I make it, and this looks very different than the pesto that you buy at the supermarket. I mean, obviously it's fresh. I don't know, I think I was expecting something closer to what the one from the supermarket looks like. Okay, but no matter what the expectations are, the real test is in the taste test, so let's give this a try. Without pasta, but I'm gonna be cooking some linguine next, all right? I want to try it by itself because this looks amazing. Wow, that's good. It's great. It tastes great. Okay, now let's go and cook the pasta. Okay, so the water for the pasta is boiling now. Let's add in pasta, our linguine. I cannot wait to taste the pesto with the pasta. Oh, it's gonna be great. Let's add at least a little bit of salt to our pasta water. There we go. So the recipe does call for saving some of the pasta water. Cook the linguine in heavily salted boiling water. More. As salty as seawater? Oh man, that's a lot of salt. Sorry, duck, I disobeyed you. Until al dente, how many minutes? This should say 7 to 8 minutes. Oh, yo Siri, add an alarm in 7 minutes. Okay, what else we have to do? We need a fork. I'll take my fancy fork. Okay, 1 minute, guys, but because we started the timer a little late, I am gonna check it. Oh, it's all. No, still needs that minute. Okay, so the pasta has finished cooking. So I only saved 50 milliliters because I'm using 100 grams of pasta. All right, so we're gonna add the pesto now. I'm gonna add it on top, and then I'll mix it at the dining table. Well, my dinner table is still a little bit invaded by the puzzle, but it's gonna have to do, guys. All right, put this here. Let's move all the puzzle pieces. Let's get my chair here. Got it. Okay, so I am at the dinner table now, and it's time to mix in the pesto. Wow, look at this nice green color. Ignore the puzzle, this is something else I'm working on. I'm already gonna add a little bit of the pasta water to help mix it in. Wow, that looks nice, guys. And this is it, the moment we have all been waiting for, all the hard work. This is it, guys, this is it. I'm gonna taste freshly made pesto by me for the very first time in my life. Wow, that's great. That is so good, so good. Honestly, I think it needs a little bit more fresh pesto on top, so I'm gonna bring that. So let's add some extra pesto on top. And I also brought the Parmesan, because you know, everyone loves Parmesan. A little bit of Parmesan is never enough. Too much Parmesan is never too much. All right, here we go. So this is a bit more pesto, a bit more Parmesan. This looks so freaking good. I can't wait to try this. Wow, that's great. The fresh basil, the soil, because we forgot to wash the basil, the garlic, the salt, the extra Parmesan, the extra Grana Padano, everything just comes together for this fresh, delicious, classic Italian pesto with a twist, because I couldn't find the pecorino cheese. That's such a shame. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the recipe in the description if you guys want to make this. I would definitely suggest you make it. Let me know if you have any improvements for this. I'm just gonna go and enjoy my fresh linguine with pesto. See you in the next video.